Hello students, in my last video I have explained you the supplementary Ishwaran the Storyteller by R.K. Lakshman. Today let us continue with the same supplementary. Ishwaran saw that the elephant had red colored eyes which were full of anger. It again lifted its trunk and made a loud trumpet sound as it was about to attack Ishwaran. Just then, Ishwaran gathered all his force and hit the elephant's third toenail quickly. The elephant was stunned at what had happened. Then it reached by shivering all over, fainted, and fell on the ground unconscious. After this, Ishwaran would leave the story incomplete. In a low voice, he would say that he would return after lighting the gas stove to warm the dinner as they were getting late for the meal. Mahendra would be curious to know what happened next and would feel disappointed that Ishwaran had left the story unfinished. On returning, he would not continue with story as he wanted to arouse curiosity in Mahendra. Mahendra, who would eager to know the ending, would ask Ishwaran to conclude the story. Ishwaran would just say casually that a veterinary doctor was called to bring the elephant back to consciousness, and after 2 days the mahout would take the elephant back to the jungle. Mahendra was curious to know that how did the young Ishwaran manage to overpower the huge elephant. Ishwaran said that he performed a Japanese martial art. He said it was either karate or jujutsu. He had read about it somewhere that martial art rendered a person unconscious by disrupting the nervous system. Credible means able to be believed or convincing. Every day, Ishwaran would narrate one or the other story full of adventure, horror, and thrill. Sometimes Mahendra felt that the story was fiction, but still he enjoyed listening to it because of the unique way in which it was narrated by Ishwaran. As there was no television set at the place where they lived, these stories were a source of entertainment for Mahendra. One morning, Mahendra was having his breakfast. Ishwaran asked him if he could prepare a special meal for dinner as it was a good day. He added that on that day, they prepared special food for the soul of the dead elders of the family. Supernatural means related to ghosts and spirits. Ishwaran had preparing a delicious dinner and Mahendra praised his cooking skills. Ishwaran was happy on being praised, but all of a sudden started narrating a detailed story relating to ghost and supernatural powers, which was disliked by Mahendra. Ishwaran said to Mahendra that the site of the factory was earlier a place where the dead bodies were buried. Mahendra jerked out of the pleasant thought after the tasty meal. Ishwaran continued that on the first day itself, he had seen a human skull lying on the ground when he was returning after buying vegetables. Even later, he had come across a number of skulls and bones lying around the place. Ishwaran added that sometimes he saw ghosts at night, although he was not scared of them as he was a brave person. But once he saw a very horrible ghost of a woman. It appeared on a full moon night at 12 o'clock. It was very ugly, had matted hair, and a shrunken, withered face. It looked like a skeleton holding an unborn baby in its arms. Figment means production. Mahendra disliked the story and interrupted sharply. He scolded Ishwaran and said that he had gone mad. Mahendra said that ghosts did not exist. He added that it was Ishwaran's imagination. He ordered Ishwaran to get himself checked up to get his digestive system and his brain examined as he was speaking nonsense. Mahendra had thought that Ishwaran would remain quiet for a few days as he had scolded him the previous night. He was astonished to see a cheerful and talkative Ishwaran the next morning. Mahendra showed that he was very brave, but on the contrary, he was uneasy because of the story Ishwaran had narrated. Every night, before going to bed, he peeped out of the window next to his bed to assure himself that there was no ghost around. He did not see any ghost, but only saw darkness and the twinkling lights of the factory. Before listening to Ishwaran's story, Mahendra liked watching the white colored landscape on a full moon night. But after hearing Ishwaran's story of the female ghost, he avoided looking out of his window altogether when the moon was full. One night, as Mahendra was asleep, he was awakened by the sound of someone crying. He thought that it could be a cat looking for mice and tried to go back to sleep. The sound became more harsh and seemed to be a human sound. Mahendra wanted to peep out of the window but stopped himself as he was afraid that if he saw a ghost, he would even die. The crying sound became louder, and it did not appear to be the sound of a cat. Mahendra could not stop himself, and so he bent down and lifted his head slightly in order to peep out. In the white colored moonlight, Mahendra saw the ghost. It was holding a bundle in one hand. Mahendra panicked. He was breathing heavily and fell back on the bed. After some time, he recovered from the scary experience and thought that probably his subconscious mind was showing him the ghost as he had been thinking of it. He assured himself that actually there was no ghost and his mind was playing a trick on him. Haunted place means visited by ghosts. By the time Mahendra woke up, took his bath, and came out for breakfast, he had forgotten the ghostly experience of the previous night. Ishwaran greeted him, gave him his lunch and his bag. As Mahendra was about to leave, Ishwaran had scolded him for discussing the ugly ghost, but last night, Mahendra himself saw it. Ishwaran had heard Mahendra's cries the previous night. Spine means backbone. Ishwaran's comment scared Mahendra once again. He did not hear him further and hurried off to his office. He decided to resign from the job and leave the haunted place. He could not live there any longer. So I hope students you would have understood the chapter. Thank you.